Mike Lee here again with another Transformers review. This time, as I said before, in the Mindwipe review is going to be Scout Sky Stalker. Now, Sky Stalker is a stealth drone. He looks sort of like a B2 Spirit, and when I first saw him alongside Mindwipe at Toy Fair, that I thought that he was a B2 Spirit also. I like the B2 Spirit design, so when I saw him, that it was clearly going to be a figure that I was going to get. Now, Sky Stalker is obviously a drone. He actually does have his head sticking out of robot mode, which I actually do like. Once again, being a drone, it gives him this nice drone aesthetic, which I think is really fitting to the overall theme of this particular character. He is actually molded in a black plastic that's typical of a stealth fighter, which I kind of wish that Sky Stalker, Mindwipe was painted in as well, or molded in as well. In this mode, he's got quite a few paint. He's got little paint apps, mostly silver here, 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 and here. He's got the same Decepticon-looking Elite Guard symbol on his wings on both sides, and he's got 808 as an identification number on the side. One of the things I love about Sky Stalker, as you can see right here, is that he's got a ton of detail. Rivets all on the wings, panels for the flaps, and even lines right here for the flaps down and the ailerons. And he's got those jagged lines that are on stealth fighters that you see. On the underside of him, he's got a lot of detail as well. And also you can see most of his robot. But you can look at the inside of his wings, and you can see just how much detail that's just loaded in this guy. You can also see where his weapons are stored, really well molded, really well hidden in the wings during this particular mode. Aside from that, the only gimmick that he has is kind of a lame landing gear right here that is a little hard to pull out and push back in, but you can do it with a little bit of force. Now, I don't know if you noticed in my Mindwipe review, but Mindwipe had some holes in the back of and the top of his aircraft for some pegs, and you can see right here that Sky Stalker has these two pegs right here. Well, their total gimmick is that they have a bit of a buddy thing going on here. That if you have your Mindwipe, that you can plug these two pegs into the top of Mindwipe. Let me plug this stuff in, and you have a bit of a drone carrier thing, sort of reminiscent of the SR-71 as it was carrying that spy plane. Really nice effect. It gives them a buddy aesthetic, just like, say, Frenzy or Barricade or whatnot. And I really like it, even though that this is all it does in this particular mode. To transform Sky Stalker, well, we got it started right here. First thing that I usually do is fold out the legs like this. Now that the legs are out, detach the wings from the shoulders and pull them back. Take these panels right here and pull them apart. These will become the arms. I'll fold this part first, and we'll let these arms come out like this. Straighten out the head, straighten out the arms, then take the feet and pull out the feet like this. Like this. Now, this is Sky Stalker pretty much done. Sky Stalker has these annoying spring-loaded feet, much like the Fallen and some other figures, where, as you can see, once they are lifted off the ground, they don't want to stay open. Kind of annoying. Sometimes it can be a little problematic when you're trying to pose the figure. But overall, this figure is still really nice, and if you have Mindwipe, then I'd really recommend getting Sky Stalker as well. Now, in his plain mode, I mentioned that he has weapons, and his weapons are these axe-like things that you can pop out of his wings like this. Here they are, popped out. And these axes have these clips. I don't know where these clips go. been able to figure that out on the figure. But there's also these pegs right here that actually fit into holes on his hands right here. So you can make it right here. So you can make it look like that he's holding these axes like this. So let's straighten out these wings right here. Once you pull these axes out, you can actually fold the wings much more flush against his body. Straighten them out a little bit. And there you have Sky Stalker. Sky Stalker in this mode looks really mean as well. This kind of has the feel of Mindwipe. Both these characters look really mean. I would definitely wouldn't want to meet him alone as an Autobot. He gains more color in this mode, namely this grayish plastic, and also the purple that's on his body and a little bit of silver right here. He's got this cute little red drone eye right here and a little drone head. No light piping for a scout, but that's to be expected. Posability, ball joints on the elbow, ball joints in the shoulders. You got a swivel right here, ball joint, swivel, and swivel. And that's really about it. Because of the design, he's actually fairly posable. You can put him in some pretty dynamic poses. And as far as scout figures are concerned, my verdict for this one is that if you haven't gotten a scout figure for whatever reason, and if you're looking to get into a scout, looking for a scout figure, this is the scout to start with. It is an amazing figure, with or without Mindwipe. And it even has the ability to dock into Mindwipe for extra play value. So if you're looking for a scout figure, I highly recommend this one. Get them, it'll be worth your money. That's about it. The next review that I'll be doing will be the very late Revenge of the Fallen Recon Ironhide.